I am thinking about what neutral means. That maybe it is to glide unremarkably into a situation. I come to think of a book I was presented in a rehearsal 13 years ago. I remember the cover, but not the author. The cover was showing a glass pipette holding a dark purple liquid. One drop had just been released into a glass of water. We can see how the purple liquid moves in the water, in small, intricate paths, circular, which together form a pending figure, meagre and precise. The background of the cover is light, almost white. This is what I remember. And the title, in black writing. I search for the neutral and book and find it. It is written by Roland Barthes. But the picture on the cover does not show a glass of water, nor a glass pipette, or a coloured drop that moves in intricate paths. It shows an ink house containing a dark liquid with a purple label. The print on the label says, "Neutral colour." I called to ask my dad, who is a visual artist, how a deep purple colour can go by the term neutral. He doesn't answer the phone. 2 days later, I receive the neutral in the mail. I read about how Barthes, one fine afternoon in March, goes out to buy some bottles of paint. He chooses the colours by their names: golden yellow, sky blue, brilliant green, and so on. When he comes home, he spills one of the bottles, and when he picks it up, he sees that it is the one called neutral. But the colour that has been spilled does not glide unremarkably into the situation. Neutral makes greyish-black stains on the table, his clothes, his fingers.
Colleagues, guests, dear everybody, first of all, thanks to Janne-Camilla Lyster for the performance of the neutral, which is actually part of her reflection. Because Janne-Camilla Lyster is a PhD candidate here at Oslo National Academy of the Arts at the dance department. My name is Jørn Mortensen, and I'm the rector here at Oslo National Academy of the Arts, or KIO, as we usually say in Norway. So welcome to the Artistic Research Week 2019. This is the Research Week at KIO in its 3rd edition. So it's beginning to find its form. As such, it has also become an important turning point for faculties, PhD candidates and students at KIO as a discursive platform and as an arena for sharing experiences, reflections and outputs of artistic research. But the Research Week is not only aimed at students, PhD candidates, faculty members, admin and tech staff at KIO, it's also aimed at any professional or others with an interest in research in the arts. As a consequence, this year's Research Week reaches out to two other institutions, which is the Norwegian Academy of Music, Norges Musikkhøgskole, and Kunstnernes Hus. This is also reflected in the programming this year. The programming has been conducted by a group consisting of Stine Hebert, who's Dean at the Department of Fine Art at KIO, Snelle Hall, Associate Professor in Contemporary Dance at KIO, and Trond Losses, Head of Research at KIO, and myself. The program is organized as joint sessions before lunch and parallel sessions after lunch. There will be breaks before the program continues at Kunstnernes Hus in the late afternoon and evening. Graphically, this is expressed as in this drawing, which has been attached to my wall in my office since November this month. And actually, as a matter of fact, quite a lot of faculty have come into my office just to watch this one, because it is sort of an analog overview of what we're doing. The program actually kick-started last night here at KIO with the beautiful and sublime opera monologue by Maria Kølberg-Iversen and Katinka Fogh-Windelev. As you will see, the parallel session starts already today at 11:30 with PhD candidates at the dance department at KIO in conversation with Sergei Pristash. At the same hour, there will be lectures in the auditorium with Charlotte Biek-Bandlin and Erlend Hammer, and later Tami Gadir. After lunch, the program starts with several parallel sessions, including a reading performance by Marte Jonslin at the Forum Lab space, lectures by Alistair Payne and Anne-Gry Haugland in the auditorium, in addition to a lecture and discussion by Petrine Vinje and Martin van Beek, which will happen in the library, as well as a workshop by Maria Kølberg-Iversen and Katinka Fogh-Windelev in the Fine Art Department's seminar room number 4. At 4 p.m. there are several exhibitions opening at the campus today before the program continues at 7 p.m. with a vernissage at the Kunstnernes Hus at the occasion of the opening of the graduate exhibitions of PhD candidates Anne Thon Knudsen and Katrine Køster-Holst. Every year, since the first Artistic Research Week in 2017, we've focused in one part of the program on certain particularities with artistic research, as an attempt to dive deeper into certain problematics which deserve special attention. In 2017, we just discussed artistic research and epistemology. In 2018, we discussed the relationship between artistic research and academic or scientific research in the aftermath of the establishment of the PhD in artistic research here at KIO. This year, we wanted to investigate in the format of the outcome of artistic research. Henk Borgdorf, just come in, who visited the Research Week in 2017, and his colleague in Journal of Artistic Research, Michael Schwab, has dealt with the nature of the outcome of research-based artistic practice and how it can meet standards both within the artistic and the academic field. In several reflections both in JAR, Journal of Artistic Research, and in other publications. Michael Schwab is coming to this year's Research Week to discuss these issues with colleagues from KIO, who are Professors Dora Garcia, Apollonia Susterschitz, Theo Barth, Christina Lindgren, and Head of Research Trond Losses. This will happen on Wednesday morning under the heading Formats of the Findings in Artistic Research. This is followed by a presentation and launch of the publication Artistic Research Being There, Explorations into the Local by co-editor and contributor Louisa Greenfield and contributor Per Roar. After lunch, there are several parallel sessions: the performance reading by Marte Jonslin, an opera masterclass by Brian Yauhayan, lectures by Francis Robertson and Edwin Pixton, followed by lectures by Philippa Lyon, Duncan Bone, and Jane Fox. And this session in the auditorium leads into a panel discussion on drawing and craft. At 6 p.m. tomorrow, there's a film screening at Kunstnernes Hus with films by Jeanette Christensen, Liv Bugge, and Masia Rein. Curator Mike Sperling will moderate a discussion after the screenings. The program tomorrow at Kunstnernes Hus ends with a concert with the PhD candidates Christian Kjos and Sara Elisabeth Holmets from the Norwegian Academy of Music. On Thursday, we're continuing with a concept that has proven to be quite useful and fruitful through these research weeks, namely a peer-to-peer dialogue. Director and PhD candidate at KIO, Lisa Lie, will be in conversation with field director and performance artist Tonje Søymen Guttormsen, Lisa Lee is currently directing Mare at the Norske Teater, which has received impressive reviews, and they may use that that production as a point of departure for their talk. Professors Tony Cappela and Kirsti Brein from the design department at KIO are in conversation with Bob Verheiden from the Minerva Academy in Groningen, Netherlands. They will use the research project Connecting Wool that reaches from Norway to Japan as a platform for their discussion. PhD candidate at KIO, Ane Graff, will be in conversation with professor at KIO, Ane Hjort Gutte. Ane Graff is representing Norway this year in this year's Nordic Pavilion in Venice, and they will focus primarily on Ane Graff's work for Venice. Professors and jewelry artists Jorge Manila and jewelry artists and gallerist Sofia Björkman will use Manila's work as a point of departure to discuss craft and jewelry. Simultaneously, there are two workshops starting. The first organized by Brynja Abel Bandien, Andrew Morrison, Amanda Stegel, and Hans-Jørgen Wallin Weie. The other organized by Per Roar, Camilla Graff Jr., Louisa Greenfield, and Mina Trustram. And this one actually continues into Friday. After lunch on Thursday, there are two parallel sessions, a workshop organized by Duncan Bowen, Philippe Lyon, and Jane Fox, and a panel which includes Marcia Rein, Anne Thon Knudsen, Elmer Stefan, Edwin Pixton, and Vibeke Luther Overrook. Thursday ends though with a conversation between Anna Gry Haugland and Katrine Køster-Holst before the launch of VIS, the Nordic Journal for Artistic Research, both finding place at Kunstnernes Hus. Friday is calmer, but we'll do a debrief here at KIO at 10:30 in Prøvesal 2. And this is meant as an informal conversation where those interested contributes with reflections on what worked this year and what should we do next year. We'll serve some light brunch and use it as a de-learning for the records. At 12:30 there's a tryout opera in the library, which is a collaboration into artistic research between KIO Design, entitled Mono Dio Poly Meta Loges, with participants from KIO and Minerva Academy Design. Staff and students from Minerva have actually traveled over from the Netherlands to exhibit here in Winter Wonderland, share and discuss their project at KIO Research Week. Welcome to all of you. The week ends with an epilogue, which is a performance by Janne-Camilla Lyster in relation to Anne Thon Knudsen's installation at Kunstnernes Hus. As you see, the program is obviously dense and contains lots of information. So please use the KIO website to find extensive information, more information, and do also approach those student guides and staff guides you will find in the foyer wearing t-shirts like, which one? Like the one Christine is wearing. A white one saying Artistic Research Week 2019. The programming group for the Artistic Research Week this year has discussed several topics and problematics related to the current academic, political, and cultural debate. One such topic is the challenges related to the decolonizing of academia in general and of artistic research particularly. Due to the complexity of this topic, we decided not to highlight it as a subject of its own in the format of a seminar, a panel, or similar, but rather to challenge ourselves. How can the Artistic Research Week next year reflect the challenge in a more profound way than just making another discursive activity out of it? We don't know, but the challenge is there, and the job starts right after the end of this program. So, having said that, I'm kind of said something about perhaps the content of the discussion on Friday. I want to express my deepest thanks to the team who has programmed, organized and mediated the Artistic Research Week this year. Trond Lossius, Snelle Hall, Stine Hebert, Kristine Jacobsen, Annette Waller, Hege Undem Store, Even Onsaker and the info team, Britt Heide Hansen, Vidar Iversen, Annika Pirti, Emil Gustavsen, Nils Jonsen, Ellen Christiansen, and all the staff at the tech department. Bear over with me if I have forgotten anyone. And last but not least, a warm thank you to all contributors who has come here, who come from the institution. The research week wouldn't have been possible without your contribution. So I hope you all will have interesting days. use the program extensively. I hope you will experience these days and the people you meet intriguing and exciting. Best of luck and thank you. So over to the more precise things. I have to run to the dentist, so I'm out of here very soon. The program starts in an hour in all over the place, so have a coffee or inform yourself and use the rest of the day the best you can. Thanks.